want to be great, you got to work at it, right?
What up, New York Giant Nation? It's your boy, MacDaGiantsFan. This is the True Blue Aftermath. Well, you know, the New York Giants, once again, you come in once again very undermanned. And they found a way. They found a way, you know, they go down once again. Another L for the Giants. I mean, look, this offense, look, I'll give it to them, man. They come out swinging, man. They come out swinging. They did everything they could, given the circumstances, the way things were set up with this team. It's another rough year, but look, at least I didn't feel like this team was quitting today. I felt like they went out there. They put an effort out there. How you doing, Daniel? Thanks for popping in, man. Good to see you as always. Happy Sunday to you too, my man. But yeah, I feel like this team is just really. It wasn't a lack of effort this week, at least. At least I saw guys hustling, playing football. I mean, look at all the injuries on defense side of football, and the defense, for what it was worth, man. I mean, played probably one of their better games, more complete games in a sense. It was a great effort, no mess. I'm with you on that. I'm not trying to really sit here and tear them down too much. It was a great effort. They were very undermanned in this game, though. I mean, like I said, the injuries on the defensive side of football alone were just terrible. I mean, obviously, we already know about all the injuries on the offensive side of the balls too. But like I said, Kayvon Thibodeau out in this one. No Tyler Newman in this one. Paulson Adebo was a late scratch. He was expected to play, and then suddenly, right before the game, he was a late scratch in this one as well. I mean, just coverage was good. Coverage was absolutely good. It was plays to be made out there. Just Christian Watson in particular was just, you know, he was that guy for Green Bay today, man. He was making those tough plays. That first touchdown, Deontay Banks, say what you want about Tay Banks, he was right there. He just could not rip the ball out of Christian Watson's hands. It was great coverage. He was where he needed to be. He just couldn't make that play and take that ball from Christian Watson. Watson just wanted it more. And the same could be said on Watson's second touchdown as well. Guys were right there, man. Watson just kind of big boyed him, man, and he made the play. Good game by Singletary and a good game by Tracy, man. These guys both played rock solid. The running game was on point, man. I mean, all to a slow start a little bit, but once they got churning, once they got going, man, Tracy and Singletary were making some plays, man. Theo Johnson, another guy I want to really commend. Theo Johnson, we've been tough on you, bro, but these last couple of weeks, man, you've been making some big-time catches, man, and some clutch situations as well, man, so positive things, just trying to have a little bit of positive vibes, a little bit, man. Yeah, a little bit of positivity right there, just to throw that way. Winston, you know, look, he's Jameis Winston. We live and die by that, man. That interception late, man, looked like that was mostly Jalen Hyatt, man. Like he just gave up on the route, man. Just kind of stopped on the route. So, you know. But, yeah, I mean, he had a couple catches. What Hyatt did come in, had a little Jalen Hyatt appearance. He had a couple of catches. Hodgins as well, man, just coming up, signing him this week. Hodgins and Jameis Winston had a great connection. Hodgins is making a couple of clutch third man completions, man. Look, but we got to get to some negatives, man, what I seen here, man. And once again, I'm still going to have to go to the defensive side of football. That interception late in the game, which sealed the deal pretty much for the defense had this opportunity to put the nail in it, man. They had the opportunity to put the nail in the coffin, and they just didn't. They just I really don't understand why this defense, like why they couldn't just close the deal. I don't get it. Like that third and 10, come on, Jay. I mean, you had great coverage in the back end. Now it took forever for somebody to finally give Jordan Love anywhere to even throw the football to. But then you allow him to complete the pass. I mean, you play great coverage on the back end back there, man. You do everything right. And it seems like, I mean, a pass rush could have been a little more, a little more intense there. That could put a little more pressure on Jordan Love. He had a little too much time to sit back and allow that play for him to be able to make a play there. But those things can't happen. You got to put this game away, defense, right there. After James Winston pushed that ball in the end zone on that quarterback sneak, you have to put this game away. Like this is your moment, defense. Like, you haven't had a lot of times to shine this season, man. You've been under much scrutiny. That was an opportunity you had to put the nail in this game, and you still came up short. You still couldn't get the job done. And to me, I mean, that was just like, I can't do it. Like, we can't. You got to be able to close a deal, defense. You have to be able to close a deal. And I agreed. I mean, there was the refs to me were, once again, it was crazy to me. The Wan'Dale Robinson third down completion, to me, that was a completion, and he fumbled it out of bounds, and it should have been ruled as such, and which should have been a result in the first down for the Giants. There's one play that stood out to me for right there, and then also that the fumble that got called back is that ruled an incomplete pass where he caught the ball and turned around and made enough of a move in which before he then lost the football. I mean, those are a couple of big plays that went against the Giants there from a ref standpoint. And obviously you're gonna get bad. Like I said, you're gonna get bad calls. I don't really like to harp on that because that's just so normal and natural at this point, man. It just doesn't even really matter anymore. But but the New York Giants here, man, it just can't understand, man. Like, why can't we just get the job done, close the deal? I feel like it's tough because, like I said, I watched this offense, and you can see one thing I will say for certain and for sure is the ball has been dropped all season long, by this regime, because Jameis Winston clearly, as you watch his performance today and his ability to operate in the pocket as well, we now know that he should have been QB2. And if you were going to start anybody to start this season, it looks like maybe it probably should have been him if you were going to start somebody else other than Dart. Because, I mean, yeah, we can go back all the hindsight, but look, once again, also in this game here, Russ ain't it. and that's been a major ball drop. And now it once again has come to the forefront just because when you watch the way Winston played today and operated today, was able to function this offense, it was far and away better than what we've seen anything from Russell Wilson every time he gets. Give me a second, guys. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry about that, everybody. Sorry about that. I had to go grab my water. But absolutely. Absolutely, man. So we're getting the top 2 pick, Mac, trade backs. It's a possibility because we're definitely not going to be in the quarterback market. I feel like there's no reason for us to be in the quarterback market. And depending on what's going on up there, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. All that's coming in fruition because now sitting at 2-9 is what we are. We're 2-9 now. Yeah. Okay. Forget about it. But Russ being number 2 equals another indictment on Joe Schoen. Absolutely, it does, because it just once again proves that the incompetence, like I said, of this regime in general. Like I said, just when you watch the way Winston played today, it just, like I said, far and away more better than what we've seen from anything Russell Wilson has put on film for the New York Giants, other than that Dallas Cowboys game. I mean, that's it. That's the best New York version of Russ you got for the New York Giants, is that Dallas Cowboys game. Said Giants covered the spread. Shout out to the gamblers. Yeah, they got it in there. They snuck it in there on us. But these yeah. So where do we go from here, man? Like I said, Mike Kafka, I guess he is going to be a candidate at the end of the day. He's going to get an interview. He's going to get a sit-down interview, I'm sure, and no matter what, at least for an opportunity to retain this head coaching job. And for his debut head coaching performance, man, I'm going to say not bad, man. I'm not upset I think Matt Kafka did a pretty good job calling this football game, managing this football game. I think this team was just very undermanned, and I think that's what it really comes down to. I think a fully loaded New York Giants football team here, I think we're talking about a far different outcome. I really believe that. This team here, like I said, we're missing key pieces offensively, key pieces defensively. I believe it, man. So I believe that we were looking at something different if the New York Giants unfortunately were able to be at full strength and be healthy here. But that's not the case, and here we are, man. But they went out there and fought. Like I said, the Philadelphia Eagle team could only put up 10 points against this Packer defense a week ago, man. The New York Giants went toe-to-toe with this team as well, man. But look, at the end of the day, the better team won. I mean, even with they have some key injuries as well on their side of the ball. Josh Jacobs went out in the second quarter wasn't able to return, and that was key for them as well. But yet they still were able to keep things going enough, man. Jordan Love, he got off in them in the fourth quarter. He started getting off, waking up. But I mean, for the most of this game, kept Jordan Love pretty much under control. So said, okay, when Love went out, that's when Bowen was at his worst. A running quarterback is in the defense. Defense was not prepared. Yeah, I kind of had the feeling that was going to happen too, and they went right to it. They went right to that RPO action, man, and Malik Willis was able to get him in the end zone, man. Shout out to Kappa for having nuts and going for it on those fourth downs. Absolutely. But I mean, I feel like with the conditions out there, I mean, that wind was absolutely swirling, and take it from me being at quite a few games up in MetLife Stadium, man, and being at some of them when this time of the year when it's cold and that wind can be swirling. It's rough, man. Kicking field goals, kicking game can definitely be affected, man. So I think that had a lot more of an effect on it. But at the end of the day, he was going for it, confident with his claws, and actually was being fairly successful, man. So Packers are I put them on. I've been put them on fraud watch, man. Like I said, I was high on them in the first couple weeks, but they're definitely on fraud. I'm not sure what the outcome of this Bears Vikings game is. The Vikings came back on the Bears, so I'm not sure what the outcome is there. But if the Bears end up hanging on and winning that football game, and then Detroit's able to beat Philly tonight, the Packers are getting buried down into the be down. Well, they're sitting in third place right now anyway, but they're just going to continue to tumble a little bit, even coming off a victory here. The players look happier and they play with more effort than since I know. Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. Yeah, they definitely are out there. Sorry, everybody, for the technical difficulties. I apologize for that. I definitely apologize. I don't know what the hell just happened. I just completely got kicked off out of my own damn stream. But Definitely team was playing a lot more loose, man. Team was definitely playing a lot more loose. No Mets. Giants fans don't feel bad about Carter. Parsons looked shaky, man. Parsons made the key play late in the game that closed the deal. He closed the deal though. Parsons absolutely closed the deal. He made a couple of tremendous plays late in this football game, very disruptive plays, and he closed the deal. Dex was definitely disruptive, a lot more effective. Today, man, he was close to getting Jordan Love. Jordan Love was just able to just step out of potential Dexter Lawrence sack. Brian Burns getting another sack on the day to add to his league leading total of 12 on the season, man. But Abdul Carter was still. I mean, like I said, he's unfortunately not able to get home, but he's just so damn disruptive, man. So damn disruptive, man. He does wreak a lot of havoc. He just unfortunately is not able to quite close the deal and get there and get home, get the quarterback down. But overall, man, this was still a solid day for the New York Giants, man. Look, you take the L, like I said, you lose to a better football team. No real shame in that. It's a touchdown underdog coming into this one at home, and that's what you lose by. It just is what it is. At this point, I think there are expectations are pretty much none. They pretty much don't exist at this point for the New York Giants to go on the rest of the way for this season. There's no expectations here. He looks like, I don't know, Jackson Dart was on the sideline. He looking good. He did get back to practice a little bit of running and stuff late in the week. So if he passes protocol, he'll be back out there against the Lions next week. All appears though. So we'll see how all that goes. Winston, I'm assuming, will retain as the backup quarterback going forward the rest of the season. No more of this Russell Wilson nonsense. And we'll see, man. We'll see if they can continue to at least, play with this kind of energy. Because like I said, considering the fact that even when our starters are at full strength, we're still not exactly what I would call a talented roster. Our backups, man, we had a lot of backup guys coming out there today, really, playing tough, man, playing hard, man. I mean, you got Elijah Chapman sighting out there, fullback, man. made a good block on the play too. I mean, unfortunately, we weren't able to turn that into anything, man. But it was just good to see some of the guys looking like they kind of were enjoying it a little bit today, a little bit. Unfortunately, just like I said, that's not able to quite get the job done when it was all said and done. So we just need a new team. Yeah, we do. For sure. We just need players, man. Because this is what I'm talking about. Okay, this is what I mean when I say we need players. Because all I heard the last couple of weeks is, we talk about the Darius Slayton play, and was that against the 49ers or whatever it was. And then look at the Bellinger play against Chicago last week and those plays in the end zone. And then you watch what Christian Watson does, not once but twice in this ball game. In the end zone, critical situations, you making plays for their quarterback, man. Those weren't routine catches from him either because the defenders were right there all over his ass. But he still was the stronger, the bigger, the guy that wanted it more. That, you know what I mean? So that was what it was. What's going on, Miz? How you doing today, man? Yeah, Hyatt, that was whack, man. Hyatt definitely just kind of stopped on that route, man. And that was craziness, man. I have no idea what the hell he was thinking on that play. He definitely screwed that one up. That interception was definitely on Jalen Hyatt, man. But like overall, though, the team, like I said, we was talking about the effort of the football team today, man. And it was, like I said, overall a solid effort, better than what I expected. Considering the stands once again look more like a Green Bay home game, in a sense, it was definitely a lot of Packer fans had that stadium filled up with cheeseheads. But another one that got away from the Giants. I mean, this was another one that was a very winnable football game for the New York Giants, which honestly, like I said, with the way this offense seems to be functioning right now, every game seems to be winnable, especially with Jackson Dart out there. But Winston had this team playing well. Was playing well with James Winston too at the helm, man. He didn't play a terrible game by no means at all. He played a really solid football game. And unfortunately, this one just got away, man, once again. They got away. Like I said, to me, if I had to pinpoint anything to blame, the defense had that opportunity after Winston scored that touchdown, that go-ahead score. The defense had that opportunity to close the deal, and they could not get off the field. Allow the Packers to go down there and score that touchdown. That 3rd and 10 that's egregious. You can't allow that. You cannot allow that to happen. You can't allow something like that to happen in that situation. That's your opportunity to get off the damn field. They wasn't going for it on 4th and 10 from where they was at. So they were going to be punting the ball back to you. And the way the New York Giants offense was running this football down their throat with Tracy and Singletary, that offense would have closed the deal. Would have closed the deal. It would have closed the deal. All the defense had to do was get off the field in that situation. And you just cannot allow that 3rd and 10 to, you can't allow that to happen. Can't. But they did. They played absolutely hard, man. They did. I definitely agree with you on that, Miz. It's just looking for anything I had to pinpoint. Like it's just looking at anything to pinpoint. I mean, that's where I'm pinpointing it right there. When I said it, when Winston scored that touchdown, I said to myself watching the game, I said, all right, this defense has an opportunity right now. They have the opportunity to put the nail in the coffin. And they, like I said, that 3rd and 10 happened. 3rd and 10. We got 3rd and 10 again. You just can't allow that kind of thing to happen. Play hard. They need to win. Well, at this point, they play. That's what it is. They just can't close the deal in games. I mean, they play winning football to an extent, but they can't get it done. And another thing I will point out, I mean, just for another thing, as an observation, I mean, damn. I know it sucks because he was a 1st-round draft pick a couple of years ago, you know what I mean? And this is definitely not what you drafted him in the 1st round for. What is worth? Deontay Banks seems to add a little value on special teams. I mean, on that in the return game. I mean, he's not bad out there in that situation. I mean, it's just look. I'm just. I know we didn't get him for that reason, obviously, but but he is. I mean, call it like it is. He's found something that he's good at on his football team, and that's returning the football. He's not bad. Not bad. May seems to make good decisions out there, and he's has potential. He's come close to looking like come close to last couple of weeks, so looking like potentially breaking one open, man. So, small victories. Some very, very, very small victories, like the world's smallest violin right there. Just finding anything to grasp onto at this point. Finding anything to grasp onto. Did not draft this guy in the 1st round to just be a good kick returner for you. But for what it's worth, you want to keep him around. At least he seems to provide some degree of value there. He should have. He played good enough to win. He really did. And it's unfortunate that, once again, the team came up short. It's a team game. Team came up short, man. Like I said, there was a lot of guys we talked about earlier before you popped in here, Adam. A lot of guys that, to me, offensively played well, Winston being one of them. Offensive line played well overall. I think there was an offensive line definitely played better than we saw a week ago in Chicago. And then also the offensive line, I mean, the run game, like Devin Singletary, Tryon Tracy Jr., both very effective today. And Theo Johnson. I mean, continue to play like that. Theo Johnson, continue to play like that. And I'll be shutting the fuck up about you if you keep playing like that. Because I was impressed with Theo Johnson today as well. I wouldn't say he did not. He was pretty disruptive at times, man. He's just not getting home. Unfortunately, he's not getting home, but he's pretty disruptive at times. I mean, even on the Burns sack, he was right back there. The sack that Burns got, I mean, he was right back there too as well. Just Burns got to him, touched him down first. Hodgins is good. Hodgins was good, man. I was impressed with Hodgins also as well. Another guy on the offense that was impressed. So we need to draft a running back one. I mean, look, we'll see how that goes. But I mean, I feel like we got a good committee for what it's worth. I feel like we got a solid committee. I know. I mean, it's always going to be frustrating. It's always frustrating watching this team lose, especially the way we always continue the way we lose football games. Because I feel like we're in basically every damn football game. I mean, have we gotten trashed this season yet? By anybody? I can't remember. Washington kind of handled us the first week of the season, but after that, I feel like every other game we've been in there. You know what I mean? We've been in it. It's just we just can't close the damn deal. We can't close the deal. We don't know how to win. Yeah, he was definitely, and he made the catches when the ball was thrown his way. He was making clutch catches, especially on third down, man. Yeah, the same results, same end result. But what I still saw was I saw a more inspired football team overall in general. I feel like from what we've seen from the last few weeks from this team, man, I felt like I've seen a little bit more inspired. But I agree. Yeah, at the end of the day, they're still looking for that. We're looking for a W, and it's just been, just haven't been able to figure it out. I'd rather have Carter than Parsons. I mean, that's whatever your flavor is. I mean, I don't care what Parsons did on the last second Hail Mary play. He was a little disruptive more than that. They need to go back and watch the tape, man. He got a little pretty disruptive down there in the couple on them last couple of drives in the game, man. He was pretty disruptive. He was kind of making some plays, bro. I think you need to give him a little more credit than that. Eagles second game. This was a better effort. AC. I mean, yeah, it was. It definitely was, though. I mean, like, I'm not like saying, oh, yeah, keep Kafka. I'm not saying crazy shit like that. I'm just saying, I mean, I think he managed the game overall better than what I've seen Brian Daboll manage a football game at any point this season, to be honest. I think Kafka pretty much, he managed the game well. And the players, unfortunately, just weren't able to get the job quite done on the field. I don't think it was I don't put this one so much on coaching. You know what I mean? Like, I don't put this one. We've been coming out here. We got the weekend talking about coaching this, coaching that, coaching this, coaching that. I don't put this loss on the coaching staff today. This was just a loss. We just came up short against a team that's better than us. I feel like that's just what it really came down to today. So I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not like jumping on some like Mike Kafka love fest. Like, yeah, we're going to go ahead and Mike Kafka. Yeah, maybe he is the guy. He can be the next head coach. No, I'm not saying no crazy shit like that. I'm just saying that I believe that he managed the game pretty well as the first time head coach on that sideline, being a head coach for the first time. I think he managed this game pretty well. Made some good decisions. He made some tough decisions that paid off. So that's what it comes down to. Lack of talent. I mean, like I said, Christian Watson. That's right there. Those plays, like I said, 2 touchdown catches, like and the manner in which he caught those touchdown passes, and very good coverage both times. Like I said, Tay Banks was right there on him on the first one. He just couldn't rip the ball away. Christian Watson was just stronger, and wanted it more. And the same thing on the second one. I mean, right in the good coverage, man. He just came like he was the one that wanted it more and came down with it and made that play for his quarterback. That's the difference between good playmakers and the guys we have. Point blank, I'm gonna call it like I see it. The difference between good playmakers and the guys that we have. You know, he shouldn't, and I agree. He definitely shouldn't. It's been, he shouldn't. He should be definitely up out of here, man, because the talent on this football team just ain't it, man. It says arguing about Kafka and the same results is pointless. If we all had to put money on it, we would bet that Kafka will not be the Giants head coach after the season. Yeah, I mean, I think we can all agree with that. Just don't see that happening. I mean, he will get an interview, like I said earlier. He'll get an interview, but that's pretty sure he's not going to end up being that guy, man. But just like I said, we'll see. He's got what, 7 more games left? No, Matter of fact, no, he's got 6 more games left. What's going on, Coach Ed? Good to see you, man. Another tough L for the New York Giants. Another tough one, man. But once again, they were competitive till the end. And I know it doesn't count for shit, but competitive is better than what we've seen in past years with this team the last couple of years. So they do at least stay competitive with their offense, and just wish the defense could just make a play when it really mattered most. That's all. And they just never seem to be able to. But guys, I'm gonna break out of this one, man. Get myself ready to have some dinner before I gotta go to work. So I'm gonna say check me and Adam out Wednesday. Once again on another edition of the Real Deal NFC East Roundup. And of course, I'll be back next Sunday once again following the Detroit Lions game, the Giants and Lions game, with another edition of the True Blue Aftermath as well, man. Catch me on Friday afternoon for a little Giants chat as well, Friday afternoon. So just keep it locked, man. With your boy, MacDaGiantsFan. Make sure you like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you know when I'm dropping content, man. It's your boy, MacDaGiantsFan. I'd like to thank you all for listening. If you was feeling this, please take time to subscribe and smack them likes. Feel free to drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to ring that bell so you know when I'm dropping new content. It's your boy, MacDaGiantsFan. You can find me on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook at MacDaGiantsFan. That's MacDa Giants Fan.